Welcome to my video. My name is Coach Maddie and I am your weight loss expert. Now today I want to share a story of what actually just happened to me in the gym this morning. So I was at the gym, I was running on the treadmill, and I saw this lady kind of come into the area that I was. She looked a little shy, she looked a little unsure, and then she went up to one of the machines and she tried to use it. Now, she couldn't really figure it out. I gave her space. I let her see if she could figure it out because no one likes to when you're new, no one likes to be bombarded or told what to do. So I was just watching, trying to make it not obvious that I was observing the situation. And she was struggling. And she's struggling and she's struggling and she's struggling. And she's starting to get shy and embarrassed. She was kind of looking around, seeing if anybody noticed because she really wanted to figure it out herself, it looked like. Anyway, long story short, she eventually figured it out. She did her workout. She was pretty shy, still kind of looking around after each set, wondering, are people looking, are people judging? And I was just observing the situation because I always like to be present during things like that to see, number one, I was in that situation once, so I can totally relate. And what would I need in that situation? And number two, what can I take away from the situation for my Fit Queens, my community? So basically, the first thing that I took away from this situation was, please do not underestimate the power of showing up and trying. Nobody said you had to be perfect. Nobody said you had to do everything right. Nobody said you even had to do everything. Nobody is expecting anything from you except yourself. And at the end of the day, if you did some type of effort, some type of trying today, you can go to bed proud and content. You can lay your head on your pillow being proud of yourself and what you can do and what you can accomplish. When you don't even try because you're overwhelmed, confused, discouraged, don't think there's a point, that is when you've given up before you've been even given a chance. And so I went up to this woman and I told her, great job, you're looking great. And it was just something that she needed, and it was something that you need sometimes. It's just, you are doing a good job and you just need to keep showing up. It's okay if you look silly. It's okay if other people are judging you, if you feel embarrassed, if you don't even know what you're doing on your weight loss journey sometimes. That is okay. Please do not underestimate the power of showing up, because number one, a little bit of effort goes a long way over a long time period. So just imagine where you're going to be 1 year from now if you woke up 5 minutes early and did an extra stretch. You'd be pain-free. You'd be able to touch your toes. You can do X, Y, and Z, more energy, right? So a little bit of effort goes a long way over a longer time horizon. And number two, it builds self-efficacy. You become the type of woman that can get things done. You become the type of woman that does things that are uncomfortable, that puts herself in situations where she doesn't know it, where she's not the smartest person in the room, where she might mess up and might, embarrass herself. That's the type of woman you want to be, because the opposite of that is somebody who stays in their comfort zone, and nothing happens in your comfort zone except comfort. And comfort feels really good right now in your life. It's going to feel really bad 10 years from now when you've gained even more weight, when you have more strained relationships because you're moody, because you've got a medical condition now, because you've got injuries. It's just not a good prognosis long term if you keep you going to comfort, because comfort is a drug. And here's another thing I kind of took away from this situation. While she was doing her workout, she was actually trying. You could see on her face that she was trying to work hard. Even though it didn't look perfect and maybe the form was off, maybe she could have gone heavier or should have gone lighter. It doesn't really matter, because what matters most is she showed up. And that is the first step that 99% of people are forgetting and overanalyzing how they should show up instead of just showing up. And so if you showed up in a bad way, in an embarrassing way, in a horrible way, in a wrong way, you still showed up, you still did better than 99% of people. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, like I said, she was actually working very, very hard, and it was very nice to see. I instantly had respect for her. I was like, you showed up and you're working your butt off, right? First step is showing up. You don't even have to do too much. Just show up and you're ahead of the game. But then on top of that, she was working hard. And I thought to myself, while I was running on the treadmill, observing the situation and trying to relate to it and take all that I can from it, I also thought, she looks like she's trying really hard. Could I try harder? And then my brain instantly went, no, it's okay. You're working hard. stay at the same pace. Don't turn the speed up, right? I was kind of battling whether or not I should go faster on the treadmill. And then I thought to myself, and this is pretty extreme, but this is an example. I thought to myself, if I had a gun to my head right now, could I go faster? And the answer was absolutely. Absolutely. So you can kind of use that same extreme example. If I had a gun to my head right now, could I do X, Y, and Z? Could I do more? Could I work harder? Could I stop doing the thing I think I'm a slave to? The answer is yes, right? And so in my head, I was like, if I could do it, that means I'm capable of it. So if I could do it, I can do it. And if I can do it, I should do it. And so she inspired me to put my speed up. And I was running faster and harder. And that is the power of showing up. You don't know who's watching, but you do know yourself is watching, your subconscious is watching, and it is taking in everything that you are feeding it. And it needs to know that you at least show up for yourself. Not even perfectly. You imperfectly show up for yourself day after day with something. And you never know who's watching. I just had a great workout. I'm sweaty still. My face is a little red talking to you. And it was all because I saw her working hard. And I was like, you know what? I thought I was working hard, but I can work harder. And that's also the beauty of surrounding yourself with people who are on the same journey as you and distancing yourself from people who are holding you back. Not because they're bad people, but because they are not wanting the same things as you. And so this beautiful experience just happened to me today. I really wanted to share it. So many amazing wins that could happen from it. And this is just my perspective. You know, her perspective is probably, oh yay, I got a workout in today. And and then probably a little bit of negative stuff because we're all really hard on ourselves. So she's probably saying, oh, I could have done better. Oh, I can't believe I couldn't figure out that machine. Oh, I need to get stronger. Oh my God, I'm going to be so sore tomorrow. Right? And for her perspective, she had no idea how amazing she did. She had no idea how awesome it is that she just show up. She had no idea where she's going to be 6 months from now if she just keeps doing that. It was so exciting to watch. So your story is more than just the story you've told in your head. There are so many other chapters and nuances and aspects to it that I want you to contemplate and dive into that maybe you haven't dived into before. And so just show up today. Show up for yourself. It's a brick in the wall of your health, and that wall is only going to be built by one brick at a time. Not by thinking about how to build the wall. You just start and you fix it and you make it up as you go. And then eventually you'll have that wall. But if you just keep thinking about that wall, you're never going to have it. And then where are you going to be 10 years from now? So show up today, make yourself proud, and you never know who's watching. Be the person that inspires others. Be the person that is contagious and wants to make other people rise to the occasion and be the best versions of themselves. And I feel fabulous. I'm going to start my day and crush it because of this. And I hope this helps you do that too.